there's a huge glare coming off your calves, buddy. And I'm so sorry about the remark I made in the first place.
Hello, best friends. It's me, Chris Bennett. And if you missed it, yes, I got a little roasted at the Mountain Pines Little League opening day this weekend. And we have a fun show planned for you today. We're recapping the Mountain Pines Little League, giving away some D-back tickets, playing some games. And Dave Ramsey from Sholo is back to judge some motivational quotes. So let's get to it.
From the Horn Auto Center Studios, Chris Bennett and the Morning Brew.
Jineane, you there?
Yes, I am. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I got to see you on Saturday at the Mountain Pines Little League opening day.
Yes, and there's a huge glare coming off your calves, buddy. And I'm so sorry about the remark I made in the first place. It was just such an unusual gray-white.
Yeah, so if you're wondering what Jineane's talking about, you could check out the video on any of my socials. Jineane had an interesting observation about my legs.
I thought he had socks on, gray-white socks, yeah.
I wore shorts for the first time this summer, and Jineane could tell. And you said they looked like glowing white socks.
Yes, they were, a gray-white color. And then I realized it was your skin. I was like, oh, my God! Yeah, sorry.
Were my legs closer to A, printer paper, B, a ghost, or C, a flashlight?
Oh, kind of that gray printer paper. That's what I think it looked like. Yeah.
And then did you see they got sunburned, so they're not
I know, that
they're
was
not gray
crazy.
anymore.
When I saw that I did see that I caught that on social media, that you actually got burned.
Yeah.
That's crazy, yeah. That was such a fun day, though. Those teams, I was giving everybody high fives as those 700 kids were going through, though. My right hand, I can still feel it burning. Yeah. But that was fun.
Man, so much fun. Like, it's just small town America. You had the national anthem, you had the Little League pledge, and it was just
the Jolly
it was
Ranchers.
Great.
The names of the teams just kill me. I love it.
My favorite name was for one of the softball teams. It was the Glam Slammers.
Oh, yes. Those were awesome girls. Yeah. They great teams. It was fun.
Heck yeah. Well, sweet. It sounds like you have some guests in studio.
Yes, I do. JustServe.org is in the house. So,
Heck yeah. It is Motivational Monday, and it is now time to get motivated with it. We have our best friends Jineane Ford, Jett Walker, and Stephen Harrington to help pick our motivational quote. First one, life is short. Smile while you still have teeth. There you go. That's a good one. Will Rogers said, the road to success is dotted with many tempting parking spaces. Ooh. The Dalai Lama said, if you think you are too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito.
Oh.
Babe Ruth says, every strike brings me closer to the next home run. Stephen Wright, famous comedian, said, if at first you don't succeed, then skydiving definitely isn't for you.
That's hilarious.
And last one, Theodore Roosevelt said, do what you can with what you have where you are.
Ooh, this is a hard one. What's your favorite, Jett?
I'll tell you what, I'm a big sports guy, so I'm going to have to go Babe Ruth on that one.
I was guessing you'd go Babe Ruth.
I like that.
Heck yeah.
Steven, Babe Ruth?
No, I like Teddy Roosevelt. That's really
I was guessing he was going to go Teddy Roosevelt. Okay, Chris, you pick between those two.
Goodness gracious. You know what? Since we just had Little League
Babe Ruth.
on Saturday, we're going to go Babe Ruth. And I love it because you can't hit a home run. You can't do anything if you don't try. So every strike brings me closer to the next home run. So I think that will be today's motivational quote.
There we go. Thank you, Chris. Those were awesome.
Good morning, you are third caller. Who's this?
This is Teresa.
Teresa! Where are you from, Teresa?
Concho.
Concho, Teresa from Concho, calling to win 2 tickets to the Diamondbacks this Friday against the Toronto Blue Jays. Today is Scrabble Day game, and so we're going to play a game called Real Word or Fake Word. You got to get 3 right to win the tickets. If you get 2 wrong, you are gone. You ready?
Yep.
Real or fake word? Bumfuzzle.
Bumfuzzle is a real word.
How did you know that? It means to confuse or fluster someone.
Yes.
It's
I spent a lot of years editing people's writing. So, yes, I know it's a real.
Bumfa. It sounds like something that you'd find on your bum, but nope. It's to confuse or fluster someone. All right, you got one right. What about blorsh? Blorsh.
Sounds like a fake word to me.
It is fake. It sounds like the sound I make after I eat too much ice cream. All right. You got two. You just need to get one more right. One more right. Here we go. How about gobbledygook?
Gobbledygook is a real word.
It is a real word. I didn't know that. I thought it was just a made-up word that people use, but it's a language that is meaningless or hard to understand, which is basically every word I ever say is a bunch of gobbledygook. But congratulations, you just won 2 tickets to see the Diamondbacks this Friday against the Toronto Blue Jays. What station hooked you up?
Qcountry 92.5.
Woo! On the phone, we have Sholo's own Dave Ramsey on this Motivational Monday. Happy Motivational Monday, Dave.
You too, buddy.
I thought we would do some boo or cool with some motivational quotes. You ready?
I'm ready.
How about this quote from Billy Burke? Age is of no importance unless you're a cheese.
Cool.
Cool? Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
All right. How about Charlie Chaplin? A day without laughter is a day wasted.
That's very cool.
That is very cool. Here's a quote from Yogi Berra. Baseball is 90% mental and the other half is physical.
Boo.
Boo, why?
How is it mental to swing at a ball?
Well, Yogi Berra had a lot of weird quotes, but saying that baseball's 90% mental and then the other half, that doesn't make sense. Jim Rohn, happiness is not by chance, but by choice.
Cool.
That is cool. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
All right. And Dr. Seuss, why fit in when you were born to stand out?
Cool.
Cool. A lot of cools today. And last one from tennis champion Billie Jean King. Champions keep playing until they get it right.
I'd have to say boo to that one.
Really? Why? I purposely picked that one to end on because I loved it. But why don't you think that one's good? Champions keep playing until they get it right.
Why should you keep trying if you don't get it right?
Well, then you can't be a champion. If you just quit when you fail, then you never have a chance to be a champion.
Well, I'm not saying that you have to quit because you fail.
But
you should keep trying. But if you never succeed, you have to put a stop to it sometime.
Yeah, but I think you should keep trying until you get it right.
I've tried that all my life, and I still can't get it right.
That was Boo or Cool Monday edition with Dave Ramsey. We love you, best friend. Have a great day.
You too, buddy.
Bye.
Bye.
We are back with Jineane Ford and her guests, Jett Walker and Stephen Harrington, to talk about Just Serve. What's going on?
Oh, we got the Global Youth Day of Service. And, Jett Walker's here, and he's a senior this year at Sholo High School. Everybody knows Jett Walker.
Yep.
How you doing, Jett?
Star running back for the Sholo Cougars.
There you go. About to serve a big mission down in Argentina.
Holy
really
moly.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
Down under.
Yeah, he's excited. But
Yes.
he's a little sad, right, about graduating?
Yes, very sad about graduating. It's flown by, so it's been a good 4 years at Sholo High School. So,
and he says, Chris, he opens the pool, and you said they like us over there.
Oh yeah. You guys are the fan favorites over there. We love listening to you guys in the morning.
Oh,
so.
really?
Yes.
So there's people there swimming and peeing in the pool right now, listening to us.
I hope so. Yeah.
Not the peeing part.
Hopefully not the peeing part.
I want that, like the movie where the water turns blue or something. I like it. Yeah. So, Jett, tell us, what's the best part of the Global Youth Day of Service, April 25th, by the way?
I'd say it's just getting out with your friends, getting out with your family, whoever's willing and able, and being able to do some good work for your community. And especially, I love to be out there helping out my school district. So I was able to do that last year. We were able to start on a project of curb painting and get some of that done, and we're going to be finishing that this year. And it's been fun doing it with my friends, with my sports teams. I know the Sholo High School football team has a big turnout, and they'll be there in their jerseys. It's a good opportunity for members of the community to meet them and grow relationships with them. And yeah, I'd say it's just a good time. So
It's so awesome. And Stephen, what other things are we doing on April 25th? And it's 9 a.m. to 11:30, and lunch will be served, right?
Yes, the city's helping us provide a light lunch after our activities. This has been going on for years, since I moved here 20 years ago, and we're just happy to invite the community at large out with family and friends, whoever wants to come out and help build some unity in the community through service. And the other activities we're going to have going on that day, we're going to have a cleanup there, the district offices, where we pick up the trash and just work through the campus there. And then we're also going to do a hygiene kit assembly project that we're going to provide for people here in the community.
Yeah, that's so awesome. And what they want everybody to do, Chris, is to sign up at justserve.org, okay, just so they have a head count for the lunch. But if you can't sign up and last minute you decide you can go, show up. Bring your family. Everyone's welcome. And Jett even says that, yellow jackets are welcome and Lobos are welcome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is the only exception. Yeah.
This is the only exception. Exactly.
That's awesome. So that's April 25th from 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. And everyone's supposed to meet at the Show Low District Office at 380 West Old Linden Road.
Right.
There you go. For more information and to sign up, go to justserve.org. All right, best friends, that's going to do it for today's show. I appreciate you hanging out with us. If you enjoyed the podcast, please make sure to follow, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a laugh today. And don't forget, you can catch us every morning on Qcountry 92.5, Monday through Friday, 7 to 9, or on our Facebook Live for the behind the scenes. Have a great day, and make sure you wear that sunscreen so you don't get burnt like I did.